Who is the worst boxer of all time, real or fictional? If you know boxing, you might have said Christian Light, with an impressive record of 12 wins and 279 losses. But I wager that a majority of people would say Glass Joe from Punch-Out. With 1 win and 99 losses, to lose against Glass Joe is a feat of mental absence. But both of these men still have something a majority of people want: a nice physique. Even at the bottom of the totem pole, there's this understanding that if you want to fight against other people, you need to be able to make it hurt when you hit your opponent. In this video, that's what we're gonna do. In Rivals of Aether 2, the punish game is how we do this, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to start comboing, avoid getting zeroed to death, and understand why commentators get so hyped at these moments.
On a damage, fair. I thought we were gonna see a fair, but
That's it, down it!
Come
Not
on,
like
not like
this.
this. It could be said about Zetterburn. On.
In a traditional fighting game, when someone gets an opener, they are in advantage. They set the tempo, they perform the combo, they initiate Oki or go for a standing reset, point being, they alone choose what is going to happen next. In Rivals 2, the player in disadvantage has just as much impact, if not more, on how long the punish is going to last. The advantage player has to work around the tools that their opponent has to keep the combo going. You need to understand both sides of the coin since their goals are opposite but linked. This is why we can't learn offense without learning defense at the same time. Let's start from the basics and work from there. To win a game, our goal is to hit our opponent outside of this boundary. Do that 3 times and we win. If we get hit, we want to stay inside this boundary. If we get knocked out 3 times, we lose. The more damage we take, the further an attack will knock us back. This is very basic, but did you know that some attacks' knockback will grow more slowly than others? Compare down tilt and up strong, since both send at an upward angle. The knockback for up strong is about 1 1/3 times stronger than down tilt at 0%. But once the opponent is at 33%, it sends about 1.5 times as far. Weird, right? Why is the game designed this way? The answer shows us an important distinction. Some attacks are designed for combos and others are designed for killing. Combo moves have relatively decent knockback at low percents and grow slower, so you can link them together into another hit at higher percents. This shows us the basic flow of combos. We want a low knockback combo starter, then to follow up with as many combo extenders as we can until we pick a strong kill move for a combo ender. If we're at low percent, we might choose to go for more damage instead of a strong kill option. But if we're at higher percent, we might want to do less combo extenders total. You'll also notice that a lot of combo starters pop up the opponent. Remember that for later. How do we know which moves are combo starters, extenders, or enders? Let's dig a bit deeper into how attacks work to figure that out. Every attack has 3 states: startup, active window, and recovery. We can see those here as green, red, and blue. Sometimes there can be 2 parts to an attack, which is when there is a second startup and active window with a different angle and strength to the attacks in it. This is slightly different to having multiple hitbox moves like fair. Here, there's only 1 startup and active window, but where the opponent gets hit will send them at a different angle and strength. We call this the sweet spot and the sour spot. A good attack to start combos will have a short recovery, so you can take advantage of your opponent being stunned from the hit. Let's use up tilt as an example, and hit our opponent. There, it popped up nicely, and we were able to combo into Nair, which tacked on more percent. But did you notice how we flashed white there? This is called hit pause and was originally put in for game feel, but now serves a crucial function in the punish game. To show what that is, let's try to extend this combo a little bit. This is better as it tacks on damage, which is our goal for a low percent combo. This might look like an inescapable or true combo, but in Rivals it's not because of the defensive techniques of directional influence and shift directional influence, which we're going to have to account for. DI changes the angle that you are hit, but not the strength. This diamond shows where the Rano will land. They can influence it by angling their left stick. Notice that choosing the same direction as the knockback angle doesn't actually DI at all. You have to angle your stick at 90 degrees to the hit angle. You'll always notice DI while watching Rivals 2 since it results in exciting moments like saving a player from knockout. Less common to notice but equally important is shift DI. SDI moves us when being hit, but it doesn't change the angle or the knockback of the hit. If the Rano is holding a direction at the end of hit pause, they will get the weaker automatic SDI, which sends a small distance but is easy to do. But if the Rano taps the direction during hit pause, they'll get the stronger single SDI, which doubles the distance of the ASDI. You can tell you get SSDI because of the arrows that will appear. That's a little complicated, but to put it simply, if you tap a direction during hit pause, you get a bigger reward compared to holding a direction. These 2 techniques of SDI and DI seem to be in conflict with each other. Can Rano only choose one or the other? No, because they have 2 sticks. the left stick will always overrule the right stick, so you can use that for DI while using your right stick for SDI. Okay, let's go back to our combo example. Now we see that during hit pause, Rano held away and the ASDI was enough to escape the combo. If we want to make this a true combo, then we can use F tilt instead of up tilt since it will reach there, right? Perfect. These hits will link together and there is no way to escape it. But we got counter hit because of floor hugging and crouch canceling. If Rano ASDIs down while getting hit, they will floor hug, which keeps them on the ground, but they'll take extra damage. If you are crouching, it will cancel 20% of an attack's knockback. When paired with floor hugging, this tech becomes quite powerful. This is the only way to reduce the knockback a move will do. These feel bad to play against, since once you've landed an attack, it feels like you should be in advantage. So what is the counterplay to floor hugging in CC? Well, there are 3 common ways to beat it. Spikes. Attacks that send in a downward angle will cause your opponent to flinch if they are floor hugging, allowing you to follow up for free. Strongs will always knock your opponent down if they are floor hugging, which will set you up for a tech chase scenario. High percent hits. If you hit the same attack at 0, 50, or 100% and your opponent floor hugs it, then they will either get a successful floor hug, a knockdown, or a pop-up. It's not always these percents, but as they take more damage, they'll progress through these stages. Now you'll notice, the more someone floor hugs, the more damage they take, and the more damage they take, the less they can floor hug. This means that floor hugging is a limited resource that goes away the more you use it. With this knowledge, we can finally get our opponent into the air, but they still have one last trick up their sleeve. They can air dodge or double jump to avoid you. Knowing when our opponent can do this allows us to change our timings and catch them depending on when they choose to do this option. And with this, we now have all of the tools in our tool belt to make our combos hurt. So let's look at an example and break down some great combos that we can learn from. Before that though, I'm going to take a second and ask for your support. This video has taken me more than 60 hours to make, and I'm the only person doing it. If you want to help out, you can subscribe, like, or share the video. I want to help this game grow, and if my videos can be used as the bridge between casual fans and the competitive scene, then that would be amazing. Here we can see Sophie, who went on to win this tournament with a textbook combo against Marlon. She shines Marlon, which pops up a small amount and then up tilts him. This sends away as he is DIing out. Marlon now holds in, trying to get to the ledge, but this is a mistake as Sophie can make it there in time with a down tilt, which, since he is holding in, then combos into her F-Strong. Now, there are more mind games going on here than we're going to get in our games, but the flow is the exact same. Combo starter, extender 1, extender 2, combo ender. We can also see that since Marlon DI'd this wrong, there was a worse outcome for him. The rule of thumb is that you DI combo attacks out and kill moves in. Here's another clip from the same tournament with Ant and Stango this time. For the first part of this clip, we can see how combos are stopped by using floor hugging and CC. Then, once they reach mid percents, they can actually start comboing. This grab by Stango shows us that your combo starter can be a grab. Then there is a reset to neutral and another opening by Stango. Notice how he is hitting all of these attacks intentionally and with precision? This is because where you hit the attack matters. If he had not been hitting the sweet or sour spots intentionally, then the combo would not have continued. For this final clip, we have a small combo from the Ant vs Cake Assault game. After starting the combo off with a grab, Ant hits Cake with a back air, but the reverse hit of it. Okay, editor doof here. I forgot to explain reverse hits. Every character has a center line like you can see here. If someone is hit while they're on the left side of it, they go left, but if they're hit while they're on the right side of it, they go to the right. You can see here that Cake will be sent in the opposite direction of where he is expecting. Because of this DI mix-up, Cake helps to extend the combo instead of escaping it with his DI. So, we've learned what the flow of a combo should look like, what defensive techniques there are to shorten combos, and we reviewed some higher level combos to see what's going on at that top level. With that, you now have the tools to make combos last longer and do more damage. This takes us to the end of the video covering the comboing aspect of the game, but there are still 2 other pillars to the advantage/disadvantaged state of the game, which are edgeguarding and tech chasing. Those long form videos will be the next ones I make, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to learn how to get into the advantage state, then you should watch my video on the neutral game. Be kind, be safe, and have a good day.